Hi, welcome to Secrets of Irving.
Mighty Isis.
You may remember that when the show aired, this was episode 5, but on the DVD it got switched and became episode 10, while The Outsider became episode 5. I'm going in the DVD order, so today we'll be looking at the episode called Rockhound's Roost. That's Kevin. We'll find out there's a reason that trash can was blocking his bike, but he doesn't care.
Hey, why don't you watch where you're going?
Me?
Can't you even ride a bike?
But you ran into me.
You don't know how to do anything.
So far, Kevin is not a nice boy. He takes off and his dad comes out.
Good morning.
Hi. Looks like you had a spill. Can I give you a hand?
Well, thanks, Mr. McCauley.
You know me?
I know Kevin. He's in my geology class. My name is Fabian.
Kevin's dad was so impressed with the difference between the two boys, he immediately disowned Kevin and adopted Fabian.
You new to this neighborhood?
I'm new to just about everything in America, including bicycles.
Really?
I love everything in America, especially hamburgers and baseball.
Shouldn't that be hot dogs in baseball?
Now I better put the trash out or I'm going to be late for work.
Well, thanks, Mr. McCauley. Can I help?
Well, it'd be very nice, Fabian. Kevin was supposed to put these out. I thought I put them where he couldn't possibly miss them.
He didn't. He just didn't do what he was supposed to with them. Fabian was carrying his rock collection because today Miss Thomas is talking about rocks and minerals.
Rocks can be fascinating. Each one contains its own little piece of history. Just think, an ordinary stone outside your front door could be billions of years old as the Earth itself. This rock contains the mineral tungsten and will turn fluorescent under an ultraviolet light.
Kevin is spellbound, as you can see. What is this kid's problem?
Hi.
Good morning, Fabian. You're a little late.
I'm sorry, Miss Thomas, but I had some trouble with my bike. It won't happen again.
Whatever his problem is, Fabian just did him a big favor, and he knows it. There's a field trip coming up, and everyone but Kevin is going. Fabian even got special permission from his embassy to go. I don't know if that's unusual for the country of No-Namia or not.
I met your dad this morning.
So?
I helped him carry out the trash.
Yeah, well, if you want to go around showing off, why don't you stick to your rocks?
But
I don't need you getting me in trouble with my dad.
He's perfectly capable of doing that all by himself if it's all the same to you. Speaking of his dad, he just got home.
Hi, Kevin.
Hi, Dad.
Should put that hamburger meat out to thaw for dinner tonight.
Sorry, Dad, I forgot.
Like you forgot to put out the trash this morning?
Ah, Dad.
You know, Kevin, you've got to start assuming responsibilities around here, particularly while your mother's away.
Yeah, but chores are a drag.
But they've got to be done. You can't ignore responsibilities, Kevin. Sooner or later, they catch up with you.
Thanks to you ignoring chores, you have nothing to eat tonight, knothead. Now we know what his problem is. He's lazy. He wants all the benefits with none of the work. His dad isn't buying it.
Now, this weekend, we're having a yard cleaning party, complete with all the trimmings, lawn and hedge.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Come on now, it's time for dinner. Since you forgot about the hamburger, it looks like it's peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for dinner again. If your mother only knew.
So tell her, have her come down on him like only a mom can. All of a sudden, Kevin wants to go on the field trip.
Excuse me, Miss Thomas? Here's my permission slip for the rock hunt this weekend. It's all right if I come.
Of course, I'm so glad you changed your mind. Would you like to see where we're going?
Thanks, but I gotta run.
I'm sure his dad was happy to sign it since it will take Kevin away from the yard work for the weekend. Hey, it's for school, right? At Rockhound's Roost, while everyone is setting up camp, Kevin is doing what he does best, sitting on his duff.
Some joke you play.
Gee, thanks. You can carry my stuff anytime, buddy.
After lunch, it's time to set things up and establish camp.
Would you please take the dishes down to the stream around the bend and wash them up?
Gee, do I have to?
Everyone has to do his share. Thanks, Kevin.
I'm sure he'll get right on that.
Since it'll be a while before we get started, I think I'll take the truck back down to the village and see about that low tire.
Right. Would you please call Dr. Barnes when you're there and tell him we've arrived safely?
I sure will.
Mr. Mason?
Yes.
You're not gonna call Dr. Barnes, are you?
Why not?
No reason. Listen, I gotta get these dishes done.
That set off their radar. Andrea wants to have a little chat with Kevin.
That's no way to do the dishes.
Time to give Kevin a little lesson.
Mighty Isis.
Those plates should be good and soaked by the time she's done, so they'll be easier to wash.
By towers of ore which are exceptionally strong, dishes fly in the box where they belong.
It sure beats waiting out there and picking them up. Once again, we find Kevin doing what he does best, goofing off.
Kevin, are you finished with the dishes?
Miss Thomas, there was a kind of accident. You see, all the dishes fell into the water and they just disappeared.
Really? Why don't you show me where this happened?
Yeah, sure. Follow me.
If he put as much work into just doing the task as he has into trying to get out of it, he could have been done an hour ago.
I was standing right here by this box. Hey, I don't understand. I mean, those dishes, I don't understand.
Maybe while you were lazing under that tree, you fell asleep and dreamed the whole thing. Whatever the case, they still need washing. Get to it.
Tell me something, Kevin. Why did you change your mind about coming on the Rockhound? Kevin?
I'd rather not talk about him.
Cindy and Fabian announced that everything is set up. The only thing we need is to gather some firewood.
And I can get that. I'll go with you.
You have a job right here, Kevin.
All right, but I know how to handle a hatchet, does Fabian?
Okay. But first, please finish the dishes. And don't stay away too long because Mr. Mason should be back. Right?
Right.
We don't get to see how he'll hustle Fabian into doing the dishes for him. We catch up with him in the woods on the hunt for firewood.
How come you want to get firewood? I thought that you didn't like chores.
I don't. That's just why I'm in trouble.
Trouble?
Yeah, I signed my dad's name to my permission slip so I can get out of cleaning the yard.
Aren't you afraid of getting caught?
Yeah, that's why I wanted to leave before Mr. Mason came back.
Oh.
You know what, Fabian? Yeah, I'm gonna run away. I'll see you.
Where is he going and what does he intend to do when he gets there?
Hey, wait for me.
They're both headed for serious trouble. There's some crazy guy in a cheap bear suit wandering around the woods and he looks dangerous. Rick returns from town and reports that Kevin forged his dad's signature and his dad is on his way up here right now.
Where is Kevin, anyway?
He and Fabian are out gathering firewood. Interesting. That's the first time I've heard Kevin volunteer for anything.
You don't suppose
He's run away.
Rick and Andrea leave Cindy in charge at the camp and go looking for the boys. Fabian is trying to talk Kevin into going back, assuming they can figure out which way that is.
Oh, come on. Chores aren't really so bad.
Yeah, maybe not for you, but I'd rather be having fun.
Before I came to America, I hardly had any fun. All I did was study with my tutors and go to state functions with my parents.
Wow, how come your parents were so strict?
Because someday I may be ruler of my country.
Kevin is flabbergasted. Shouldn't a ruler basically be able to do whatever he wants to do? Fabian says a ruler has more responsibility than you could ever imagine.
I think it's a good thing to have responsibility. It makes you feel needed.
Come on, let's get going.
Rick and Andrea have split up, which is good because it means Andrea can cover a lot more ground a lot more efficiently. The boys have just discovered that they've been going in circles, so they stop to try and get their bearings.
Tell me something. What you were saying about responsibility, you really think I've been goofing it up?
You just can't get out of your responsibilities, Kevin. They just catch up with you.
Like forgetting to put the meat out to thaw so you have nothing to eat. It's like this, Kevin. That stuff has to be done. Those clothes you're wearing, somebody had to wash and dry them. The food you eat, somebody had to prepare it. That lawn you're trying to get out of mowing, okay, you got me there. Lawns are stupid. Put in a garden. But somebody has to tend the garden or you don't get any food from it. You get the idea. The stuff has to be done or you can't live. And if you benefit from it, you should contribute to it. Fabian is too tired to go on, but Kevin won't leave him.
Listen, I got you into this, I'll get you out.
Thanks, Kevin.
Well, we're friends, aren't we?
We are?
Yeah, I guess so.
I'd like that, Kevin. The one thing I've missed in America is a friend.
Well, you've got one now.
And since we're friends, I won't even ram you with my bike anymore.
Hey, look at that.
Honey tree.
Well, maybe you better not.
I don't worry about it.
Oh, I know how this works. You go roll in a mud puddle until you look like a little black rain cloud, then you get a balloon and float over to the tree. Maybe that was something else.
Aren't those claw marks?
Yeah, so what?
A bear made those marks. That means this is his tree. And bears won't let anyone near their honey trees. Miss Thomas told me that.
I wonder where the bees are.
Wouldn't you be better off wondering where the bear is?
Kevin, run.
The guy in the bear suit is here and he's got cramps in his legs from walking like that, so he's in a bad mood. Run!
Kevin, help! I'm stuck.
Or not.
Try and turn your foot. I can't. Boy, you really are stuck.
No way is he going to get Fabian's foot out of there before the bear reaches them. Maybe if the bear stops to say grace, it'll give him time.
Run, Kevin, go on. No, we're friends. Friends stick together.
Here, Bear. Smell it. Honey, come on. Come on, Bear.
He leads the bear a fair distance away from Fabian, then climbs a tree out of reach just as Isis arrives.
Here.
Isis.
Oh, sun on high. Give me your fire to surround this creature harmlessly.
The forest fire that erupted made national headlines. Why doesn't she just talk to it like she did the gorilla? She chants again and the fire subsides and the bear says, "You critters are crazy. I'm out of here." Let's get Fabian unstuck.
Powers of the earth, O rocks obey. Lose your hold and fall away.
The spell was too strong and the resulting rock slide buried the whole bunch of them, including Isis. It took her another 2,000 years to dig herself out.
Hey, I'm sorry, Dad. I know I was wrong, honest.
But you're not out of the woods yet. Signing my name to that permission slip was as bad as forgery.
I've told you 1,000,000,000 times not to exaggerate. Forgery? I used to sign my dad's name to excuse slips all the time. If you get caught, you know what it gets you? Detention. If you get caught doing actual forgery, you know what it gets you? Prison. Slight difference, Dad.
Son? Son? It's a fine piece of granite you have there. May I see it?
Sure.
If I remember my geology right, granite is made up of quartz, feldspar, and mica. It's found in mountains all over the world.
You know something? You're exactly right.
He's going to stay for the hunt and everything. Father and son are developing a deeper relationship, and Kevin is realizing his dad does all that stuff out of love. There's a big lesson here. What is it that brings people together? Common goals, common interests, the need to reach out, to communicate, mutual need, simple love for one another? Nope. What brings people together is rocks. I'll see you next time on Secrets of Irving.
I'm just a little black rain cloud hovering under the honey tree. I'm only a little black